Shalom, hello, hola world. This is Bible Time Capsule. I'm Citizen. Today is October 6th, 2013. We are in chapter 6 of Deuteronomy. Let's begin then. Chapter 6. These then are the commandments, the statutes and decrees which the Lord your God has ordered that you be taught to observe in the land in which you are crossing for conquest, so that you and your son and your grandson may fear the Lord your God and keep throughout the days of your lives all his statutes, commandments, which I enjoin on you, and thus have long life. Hear then, Israel, and be careful to observe them, that you may grow and prosper the more, in keeping with the promise of the Lord, the God of your fathers, to give you a land flowing with milk and honey. Next section. The Great Commandment. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. Therefore, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Take to heart these words which I enjoin on you today. Drill them into your children. Speak of them at home and abroad, whether you are busy or at rest. Bind them at your wrist as a sign, and let them be as a pendant on your forehead. Write them on doorposts of your houses, on your gates. Next section. Fidelity and prosperity. When the Lord your God brings you into the land which he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he would give you a land with fine, large cities that you did not build, with houses full of goods and of all sorts that you did not garner, with cisterns that you did not dig, with vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant. And when, therefore, you eat your fill, take care not to forget the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt, that place of slavery. The Lord your God shall you fear, him shall you serve, and by his name you shall swear. You shall not follow other gods, such as those of the surrounding nation, lest the wrath of God, your God, flare up against you, and he destroy you from the face of the land. For the Lord your God, who is in your midst, is a jealous God. You shall not put the Lord your God to the test as you did at Massah, but keep the commandments of the Lord your God, and the ordinance and the statutes he has enjoined on you. Do what is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that you may, according to his word, prosper, and may enter in and possess the good land which the Lord promised on an oath to your fathers, thrusting all your enemies out of your way. Next section. Instruction to children. Later on, when your son asks you what these ordinance, statutes, and decrees mean, which the Lord our God has enjoined on you, you shall say to your son, we were once slaves of a Pharaoh in Egypt, but the Lord brought us out of Egypt with his strong hand, and wrought before our eyes signs and wonders, and great and dire against Egypt, against the Pharaoh and his whole house. He brought us from there to lead us into the land he promised on an oath to our fathers, and give it to us. Therefore the Lord commanded us to observe all these statutes in fear of the Lord our God, that we may always have a prosperous and happy life as we have today. And our justice before the Lord our God is to consist in carefully observing all these commandments he has enjoined on us. That's the end of chapter 6 of Bible Time Capsule. I'm Citizen. Be kind to one another, love each other. Peace, peace, peace. I'm out.